this has been a very enlightening engagement. I would actually say, I would go as far as saying it's been a resounding success, given that we were able to bring a large number of private sector players, different stakeholders, together to sit down in the same space with the government and development partners to have a common understanding of how they can play a pivotal role in ensuring that we are able to achieve the goals of the project. So in that sense, I would say that the project has done really well, and congratulations to all the team members for that. I think initially when we started this engagement, a lot of us were thinking that the initial entry point for much of the engagement would be private sector players coming on board to supply critical inputs to our smallholder farmers. And that's just the initial starting point. But with the engagement that we've had with the various stakeholders here, it's very clear that the role can be broadened. And we do see the role evolving to a point where the private sector actors are actually able to bring on a lot of technical expertise and support for our smallholder farmers. So expanding beyond just the provision of the inputs, but also providing really critical technical guidance. So it's going to be a complementary support to the traditional extension system that we normally have. And I think the project is excited and the bank is excited to see that happen. I think the standout moments have been there have been many. It's very difficult to kind of pinpoint which particular one would really stand out, because it's been a 4-day engagement with different stakeholders cutting across all the value chains. But I would say, for me, the enthusiasm. We've had a record number of participants from the private sector. It's actually been overwhelming. So it really goes to show that there's a lot of enthusiasm from the private sector to actually collaborate with the government in these programs. And I think there's a role that the government also needs to play to ensure that they deliberately bring on these private sector actors to really support them in achieving the goals that they have planned out for the smallholder farmers in the project. Well, this is an initial step. We've been talking about it for quite a bit of time, but the basic idea is that we really need to bring our different actors on board to really now start to provide the kind of support that the smallholder farmers are looking for. So we did mention that we are going to be using the e-voucher platform as our platform for engaging the different stakeholders, the different players that will be able to provide the necessary inputs, the necessary equipment, the necessary machinery for the smallholder farmers. So I would say, let's get the private sector ready and eager to get onto this platform as quickly as possible so that we really start to provide support to the smallholder farmers. My final message to the private sector is, well, thank you for the enthusiasm, but at the same time, we really need you to be ready to really provide the support that the smallholder farmers need. And that means having all the inputs that the smallholder farmers need, the type of quality of inputs that is needed, and being able to provide these inputs in a timely fashion. That is the only way that we're going to bring about the kind of transformational change that we would like to see. So service standards, I think, is going to be very critical in this project. We need to instill serious service standards that ensure that the project is a resounding success. So we look forward to working with everyone, and as always, the bank is going to be in the background facilitating as we usually do. So looking forward to seeing the success of this project. Thank you.